Alrighty, good morning, guys. So I figured I'd go ahead and show off Factorio real quick. I won't spend much time on it, but I was just gonna show my saved game to show you guys what many hours in a single save can do. And I mean, that's not even me like being a pro player or anything like that. I'm not very fast at this game, even though I play it a whole lot. I just relax while I play it, but it is a whole lot of fun. And I'm playing heavily modded right now. So if you look at this list, everything with a check is what I'm using, and there's quite a bit. Some of it makes the game a bit easier. Some of it is quality of life. And it's not so much that it makes the game easier. It's kind of stuff that just makes what you already get stronger um, compared to the base game. And it's just fun to play that way. So we'll go ahead and load my save real quick. And I'll just show you guys around the map real quick. So first off, these drones flying around me, this is a mod. And companion drones is what it's called. You can get these... I think you can build these from the start of the game with the mod. They're not cheap, and when you start the game, you do start with 2. But they're these drones that fly around and follow you. They do take fuel, but they don't use much. They can hold some stuff, but I don't have mine hold anything. But they do have like a grid of equipment. And they do start with these 4 items. And you don't get these until much later in research. You have a reactor, which obviously that's your power generator. Companion laser, which they use as a defense. And then shields, which I do have 2 of those. And a companion roboport, which I don't know if it's necessary, because you can give these drones bots, but I don't think this is necessary. I could be wrong. Lawman, hello. How are you doing? And this is my inventory. It's quite full, but it's pretty manageable. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? So this actually isn't... This is an outpost right here. So real quick, I have these green solar panels. They're Mark IIs, which is part of another mod. They generate 240 kilowatts. Then I have Mark II accumulators here. They can hold 20 megajoules, and they can put out 1.2 megawatts. Is it? I did download and install it, so here in a little bit, once we start, we'll be taking a look. But from what I was reading real quick, I can see why, although I'm kind of forgetting all the changes. So I guess I can start right here real quick. So this is my like travel train that I take everywhere personally, and it has a whole bunch of equipment in it. And this is its own like little private station. This train brings in crude oil, which then gets pumped over here to these refineries. And right now we're putting out a whole bunch of petroleum gas. Now, I don't have these upgraded because all I'm focused on is outputting petroleum gas. If I upgrade these, they'll put out light and heavy oil as well. And I just don't feel like juggling that at the same time, because if this is unable to output its output, it doesn't work. So if I don't properly manage the light and heavy oil as well, and one of those gets backed up, I then don't get petroleum gas. And it's a pain to regulate that stuff. It really is. So I just don't prefer to mess with it right now. But we're outputting this gas over to here to make plastic, which also requires coal. And I have that being dropped off here with this train. I could even... Here, I'll bump this up real quick and show you guys how it works. So this chest is going to be requesting 2,000 units. And all the bots are going to come pick them up. Fluffy's Games, ahoy to you, sir. Happy Sunday to you as well. Thank you. So, I mean, that was super quick. I mean, my bots are pretty advanced. But yeah, right now nothing's being produced because this output chest is full. This is a storage chest. Yeah, I thought there's a different chest for it, but these 4 chests are logistical chests, while these 2 are just regular chests. These are affected and used in the logistics network, which is what the bots use. Basically, this is just like well, it lives up to its name. It's a storage chest. You know, like if there was room in there and I basically tore down buildings or whatever, the bots would store them in that chest. And then these chests up here, the requester chests, well, clearly they request stuff from the logistics network, which would come from the storage chest, or it could come from buffer chests or passive provider chests. There actually is a 5th chest. It's the active provider chest. I don't use those too often, but basically these, once an item is put in them, bots will then come take the items out and put them in storage chests. So these chests want to stay empty. These chests want to stay as full as you tell them to. And the passive provider chests, I've noticed that these are being used a lot less frequently nowadays. Wex, what's going on? Basically, these used to be used a whole lot. I guess maybe before a few months ago, or maybe even half a year ago. And basically, these, I believe, take preference over these storage chests to fill requester chests. I think these also take precedence when, like here, when I'm requesting stuff for myself, I believe we'll take from the passive provider chest first over the storage chests. But in one of the recent changes in Factorio, these now have a logistics filter in them for the storage chests, which means only these items will be put into here by the robots. So that kind of made a difference in how these were used. And that's mainly because when you're automating things, you're going to be putting the items you make into a chest that the bots could then pull from to give to you. And you didn't want to use these before because this wasn't there. So the bots would just dump anything into these chests. And you usually wouldn't want that coming straight from, something like this. But now that you can do this, what's nice is bots will choose this chest to put plastic in over other storage chests. So it kind of helps keep it more organized. And that's kind of why the passive provider chests are kind of not used as much anymore. It's because it's just not necessary. Because bots won't put stuff into passive provider chests. And so, gosh, let me show you real quick. This is everything I've explored, by the way. Thanks, J-Stink. Yeah, this is, I've been playing on this save for 4 days, 20 hours, and 55 minutes. A lot of that's just kind of letting it sit there, but yeah, I've been playing this game for several months. But let me show you an example here. So a lot of items require a previous item to be built. So a perfect example here, oh gosh. Yeah, fast transport belts require transport belts. Well, back in the day, this would be a passive provider chest because maybe you needed those from the system. So the inserter would put it there. And if this needed it, then it would just take from here. Otherwise, you kind of had a buffer here. But if you ended up not needing transport belts elsewhere, and you didn't want them on you, it would go somewhere else, like in a central storage system, like what I have right here. But by doing that, then the system was having to make more transport belts to satisfy this to make more fast transport belts. Well, you could put a requester chest here, but the problem with that is, sure, your transport belts would then go there to be recycled. But if you requested transport belts, well, bots couldn't pull from the requester chest, because that's just what bots put stuff in. So with the change in the storage chests, now they're going to prioritize this chest to put transport belts in, which means it's much easier to recycle them into, better things. Sorry about that long-winded explanation, but that's basically why that makes everything so much more efficient. As you could probably guess, all these little white squares are my drones flying around. So over here I have my unloading station. Iron ore getting dropped off here. We put into smelters. This supplies my steel. And this just supplies the rest of the base with iron. Posture check and hydrate. Okay, here we go. And fresh bottle of water. I had chocolate milk with breakfast, so I didn't drink half of this before the stream started. And then obviously copper ore. Well, this train just pulled up too. Copper ore comes down here, gets smelted. And now that it's nighttime, the solar panels are not producing any power, obviously. So now all the accumulators are discharging. So this is all of what the accumulators are putting out for the whole factory. And that's how much charge they have and how much they have left. This graph just basically shows, these Mark II accumulators are outputting 1.4 gigawatts. I do have a nuclear factory as a backup. It's putting out quite a bit. And here we can see it's becoming daytime. So the solar panels are beginning to get more energy. And then my whole 7 accumulators I missed somewhere. They're not having to provide power anymore. On this side, this is what's consuming energy. So beacons are power-hungry beasts that can really enhance your base. Basically what a beacon is, you can get modules to put into certain buildings that make them either run faster, more efficient, or produce like bonus material. And with beacons, you can put in speed modules, and then whatever is within range of that beacon gets that bonus. So you can imagine if you have like one assembly machine, you can put a ton of beacons around it, and it's getting a bonus from every single beacon. And I'll show that off in just a sec. But probably the most common usage there is to put a whole bunch of beacons with speed modules around something with productivity modules, so that it's super fast and produces bonus material quickly. And kind of how that works so well is production modules slow down the process, but the speed modules and the beacons counter that and make it even quicker. So and I can show that off right here. I have a whole bunch of little stations that I kind of just threw together. These ones are actively running, and I'll show that off shortly. You can't go into a building and watch its production from the map. You have to actually be close enough to click on it. I don't know, what's going on, Coviers? I'm not dropping frames. Everything looks fine on my end. So yeah, let's hop on this train real quick. What I really, really love in this game is you can set like locations to go to, and you just let the train take you. It's amazing. I love it. Huh. I don't know, is anyone else having that issue? Yeah, trains are really, really fun in this game. You have to put signals down and, plan it out just right so that you don't cause, like, jams and stuff like that. And then here's like a little docking station at my main base. And so all of these chests get filled, and they can refill the cargo wagons. I do not. At least not on this playthrough. Um, Actually, I don't even know if I've tried that before. Alright, so here we're making rocket control units. I have 4 productivity module 3s in here, and that's what this bonus production is. So whenever this bonus production hits 100%, it makes a free unit. And as you can see, these take a whole lot of extra energy, and they slow you down. But they also make 10% bonus items, but they produce 10% bonus pollution too. And then when we look in these speed module 3s, more energy consumption and plus 50% speed. So this guy is surrounded by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, so it's crafting speed if you look off to the right, plus 340%. Crafting speed of 5.5, which those ones I think have a default of 1.25. Obviously, you as the engineer has a crafting speed of 1. Interestingly enough, assembly machine 2s only have 0.75 crafting speed. But yeah, so I've kind of utilized bots a lot because it's direct travel, and you don't have to worry about doing what's called spaghetti and getting transport belts everywhere. Also, we're gonna run around with the spider. Now, the spider is in vanilla Factorio, but I downloaded a mod that has upgraded spiders. So as you can tell, this guy has a whole bunch of space for parts and stuff. It's usually not this big. And right now, bots are loading them up with rockets. And I think we'll go ahead and fight some biters here shortly. If you look up at the top, biter evolution is 96.8%, which means biters are ridiculously strong to the point where I'm probably not going to get much done against them because they're stupidly powerful. But thankfully, I've pushed them back quite far, and they're not affected by the pollution. So all these like red specks, those are biters. Either biters themselves or their little bases. And if this pollution, which is all this red stuff, if this touches the biters or their bases, then they'll start absorbing it, which will help them evolve and make them angry. And then they'll come attack the source of that pollution. Unless you have peaceful mode on, which is what I do. Peaceful mode means they will not attack unless you attack them. But they still absorb the pollution. So, they will get stronger over time. But, I mean, this is a pretty, I don't want to say normal base, but, using a bus is kind of a typical way to play. You just run it all down, and then you pull off when you need stuff somewhere. Most of this is all science related because you do research, and it takes certain research packets to research something. And like some of these are relatively old that I haven't researched yet. And you can queue up certain things. Yeah, I haven't researched these spiders yet. I wasn't quite interested in those ones. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that guy. Unless that's new. But up here at the top right, you can see the research. And that's what's going on right here. So you can daisy chain labs so that they can pull the packs from each one. It kind of helps better organize your researching so you can get more done at a time. Factorio! And you can just see how quickly we're eating through these. Yeah. And we're going to be eating through these so quick that it's going to slow down because we don't have enough packs to continue feeding. Well, that's how I did it up until maybe a year or two ago when I was watching people on YouTube do this. And I'm like, that's pretty good. The only catch doing this is you can't make it too long. Otherwise, the packets will be pulled before they can be used. And it's just going to be like pulling instead of researching. And then you'll end up with like just this last column researching. And this is a pretty good build, which I didn't come up with. This is someone else's build. I don't know if it's the best, but it is really good for basic research. With a lot of things I have right now, it's so far, like, it's so big to research that this may not be quick enough. I definitely need more packets. If we come down here, I mean, we're doing all right. Production-wise, but it's... Let's see. Yeah, it's... We're about to fall behind with blue science. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty neat. You just let it go. It's automated. You know, come over here, look at all this stuff going. You know, just trying to crank out these gears. You know, we're eating this iron so fast. Like, even these last inserters aren't getting enough iron. And this is the fastest belt I can make. Oh yeah. So... I suppose... I could do that to help, because otherwise this one would supply this one. But now my iron's just way too low getting back here, so it's maybe not even totally necessary. I could output priority this one to the right. But now this line's pretty much getting nothing. I guess what I could do is that. But see, I don't even know if this is the most efficient way to do it as well. But it tends to work. So, yeah, that's helping out quite a bit. So, and we finished that research, so now everything's gonna stop and it's all gonna back up again. So actually we did all right there. Military science was hurting a little bit though. So yeah, this isn't producing enough. I think all of these supplies are good. So I might be able to copy and paste this. So here are the bots are automatically picking up trees that were in the way. And they all come plop everything else down for me. Blueprints and bots make this game so awesome. Instead of me putting down all that stuff by hand, the bots took care of it. And now they're all running. And if I want to clear things up so I can see it better, I can use a deconstruction planner and have it set to just take out trees and rocks. Goodbye trees. Because otherwise, if I wanted to take out trees by hand, which you can do, obviously. Oh, and that's actually super fast. You'd have to chop these trees down by hand like this. Although, I must have an upgrade or something that makes it much quicker. Because usually it takes like 3 or 4 hits to knock a tree down. Oh, and then if you watch this real quick, you can see logs or trees, wood, get put into my trash slots because I'm telling my personal logistics I want 0 wood in my inventory. So it automatically trashes it, and then the bots come take it from me and put it in a storage chest. So yeah, the supply's still looking pretty good there. Oh, you know what? Part of my problem might be I don't have any modules in here. That might be it. So, that's another mod, the module inserter. You can tell them to upgrade the modules, and construction bots will automatically put them in. With these, I did a combination of 2 productivity and 2 speeds. I mean, that's not bad. If you add beacons. If you had beacons close enough, you probably wouldn't want to do this. You'd want to do all productivity inside, and then speed modules on the outside. But I don't have that set up. I guess I could do it though, because they reach. But I'm not going to mess with that right now. I'm just kind of showing you guys some stuff. But yeah, like, it's just amazing. It's so much fun just watching all this stuff be automated. So let's go ahead and fight some biters real quick. We're gonna run the spider over real quick. We'll go ahead and attack probably this group. And another mod I downloaded is the jetpack mod. Oh, get that spider dab in there. Heck yeah. Yeah. That's pretty neat. We'll fly over the ocean real quick. Lots of fish in the sea. Fish are used for getting health back. And certain recipes require fish as well. Oh, and a hydrate. Alright, we'll get that hydrate in real quick. Can't go to war without being hydrated. That is right. Yeah, we'll just go this way. You could also shoot trees. You can grenade trees. You can burn trees. But trees are really kind of important. Most people in the Factorio world say trees are your worst enemy, and that's including biters. But they reduce pollution and give you wood. And wood can be used as fuel. So, I actually have a nuke here. So, we're going to try to shoot these guys. Gunberjacking. Yeah, pretty much. Boom! So now they're building up, and they're going to get ready to attack. That's my personal laser defenses. I have quite... Oh, shoot. Yeah, we're taking damage already. Alright, attack! Get him, spider. Yeah, so... The aliens drop acid, which, as you can see, is damaging my shields. And it slows you down a lot. So they can really crank out the damage, especially at the level they're at right now. Yeah, look how slow the spider's going, thanks to all that acid. Alright, we're gonna step back for a minute so we don't take too much damage. And we're gonna let our stuff recharge. Because believe it or not, I used to have a lot more drones floating around me. Rex, what's going on, man? It's going pretty well so far. I'm just showing off my game on Factorio real quick before we get into some XCOM. I just want to show you guys what many, many hours in this game could give you. Poor bugs. Yeah. Technically, we're on their planet. But it is what it is. This guy's battery's doing pretty well, actually. Oh, and he used all of his rockets already. That happened kind of off screen. Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I'm still debating on getting into FF14. I might have to talk to you later about that, or next time you're back on to watch. It's something I'm definitely tempted to look into. Oh, come on, companion drone, go get him. Yeah, sure. Gotcha. Well, I'm coming from City of Heroes as my main MMO, and I understand Final Fantasy XIV is quite a bit different. But I mean, I love Final Fantasy, and that looks pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna send some more nukes out. Kablamo! You don't need alts? I think I've heard about that. Like, you can change your class pretty easily or something? Nice. Yeah, look how slow we get. Crazy. I think we'll clear out a little bit of this chunk right here, and then we'll head back to base and wrap up. So, we've taken out a whole bunch of stone, and the bots are trying to put that in here. Oh, a whole 11 stone. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. Let me show off the rockets real quick that this guy can fire off. And it can do it automatically as well. Same with crafting. Hey, look at this. Okay. So you do have to kind of plan ahead a little bit. Take that, biters. Oh shoot, we reloaded. Alright. No arty train? Oh, artillery train. I have not put one together yet, no. That might be something coming soonish. But yeah, I mean that's Factorio kind of in a nutshell there. Um, oh, you know what? I didn't use the right command. There we go. I downloaded a mod that if you hold Alt when you tell the spider to go somewhere, it'll path around water. Because by default it doesn't. But yeah, I mean it's just it's so much fun just watching all this stuff go. You know, all this automation and I don't know. To me personally, this is just a blast. Oh, we just saw a rocket fly, by the way. From right here. Here, let's get another one to fire. Looks like we're hurting on rocket fuel. Oh, I think that's getting made way up here. Yeah, like right here, all these extra chemical plants and stuff. Like this is me trying to find a way to better produce stuff because these are producing all three things. And actually, I've done quite poorly. Now we don't have much petroleum gas. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's because we're out of crude oil. Okay, that's never happened before. What the heck? Okay, a train just came through. But it's gonna empty immediately. I think I might need a second train. That might be what that guy is. No, it's not. I do have crude oil going right there. The problem with oil is when you use it enough, there's less of it at a time. So it goes super slow. Yeah, look how slow this is. These are barely producing anything. Oh shoot, and that's wow. This was my awesome backup. Yeah, that one was supposed to be really awesome. Time to exploit another oil field. Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna add some modules to this first, but yeah, we're gonna need probably 2 more oil fields. Oh, I'm also using electric trains, which is another mod. Normally, you have to fuel your trains. And the better the fuel, the faster it goes. But electric trains, they don't require fuel other than electricity. And let's see. They're you have to build faster ones, and the ones I have are quite fast. So here the companion drones are taking from my inventory and dropping everything off. I could also use those guys. And I could have regular bots do it. Alright, so now these guys are running quite a bit quicker. Wow. We'll let it go for 2 minutes as well. Dang. Okay, so oil's doing okay, but not really. Yeah, these already have the modules in them. They're just that tapped. They can't produce much. Let's see. This might be the next closest, and that's actually really good yield. Oh, there's one right here. There's one right here. Oh, that's really good. That'll be a little bit harder to get to though because of my massive solar field here. just a little big. That one's okay. So, I guess we can hit this up real quick before we end this part of the stream. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's, this itself is quite large. Oh, shoot. I was going to show off a rocket launch. Where is it? It's over here. Oh, yeah. We were going to do this, but I saw rocket fuel was an issue. Oh, well, we're actually going to catch it. But then, you know... Yeah, we could always build land around it. Yeah. With a landfill. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. But this is where you get these space science packs from. When you launch a rocket, science packs get dropped down. As you can see, I've been launching rockets for quite a while. But this is how you beat the game. Oh, so it does disappear eventually. Okay. When you launch your first rocket, you completed the game. After that, you can keep playing or do something else. Let's see. Oh, why do I have that? This is my armor, by the way. Right? It just grows and grows. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just try to hit this guy real quick, and someday in the future, I'll also get this one going. And we could actually just landfill this and get a train coming through here as well. I mean, like you mentioned earlier, we could go this way, but it might stop expansion, and coming through right here cuts off this expansion. Holy cow. Man, that's gonna be a painful speed run. That, because so many things can be handcrafted. Oh. So, another cool thing you can do with trains is you can set waypoints by holding control. And it shows you the path you'll take. So we're going to come down here. And I'll be showing off blueprints, actually, by doing what I'm about to do. Not all of my blueprints are mine. I've gotten them from Catherine of Sky and Nilaus. Both are excellent Factorio players. And if you haven't watched them and you're interested in this game, you gotta watch them. I mean, those two are really amazing and really cool people. Choo choo. Alright, so we're gonna just tear this up. Alright, game, calm down. Game. Game, please stop. And actually, in situations like this, just manually drive your train, which you can do. And man, I gotta say, bots placing stuff down is so satisfying. That placement sound? Oh. So let's see. We're gonna want to curve. Actually, ooh, a couple robots I left in the dust. When robots run out of fuel, they go super slow, so they don't crash or anything. You could also download a mod called Farl, which basically that's a train that you can make, and you put wagons on it with supplies, and you just make like essentially like a blueprint for it, and it'll just run and build until you run out of parts for it. Whoops. Alright, now we're going to put an intersection here. May not be the most efficient thing, but it future-proofs. see. So we're going on the right. But I think what we'll do, we'll keep going straight. Alright, so this is the furthest crude oil patch. So what we'll do is we'll curve this way, and we'll have the oil pick up here, and then it'll just pull a U and come back out. I think, yeah, that's the furthest patch. Whoops. Hey, that works. Bye, trees. Okay, I want to grab those back. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I don't think I even need those. I don't know why I'm carrying those. Yeah, those were extra. Alright, so the fun part is coming up. Placing these down. Wow, I think that was perfect. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, exactly 20. Wow. Okay, Power Armor Mark 4 finished. And you probably noticed I did a Mark 6 earlier. Those are two different Power Armor mods that I didn't realize I had. So, they kind of go on their separate paths. Okay, and now we need power. Alright, hold on. First, let me get the right button. We're going to copy this. And it's one of the really, really cool things about this game is copying and pasting stuff. It's been around for quite a while, but it's just absolutely amazing. You could cut and paste too. Also, be careful not to get ran over. Oh shoot. No, that's a little too close. We'll put it Like right here, I guess. There we go. We're going to change the name of this to Oil Pickup 3. And actually, this works out quite nicely. We should be able to fix this later if we want to put another 4-way to go that way or whatever. But right now, this is good enough. So now everything just kind of needs power. Okay, everything's powered. Now we need pipes. And actually, yeah, cliff explosives. Cliffs was something added quite a while in the game as well. They can be pretty nice, but it takes a long time to get stuff to deal with them. So you can turn cliffs off if you want, which honestly isn't a bad idea if you don't want to mess with them. They can be a pain, though. Yeah, cliffs are great for defense because biters can never damage them or anything like that. And there are not flying biters unless you get a mod. There's a mod for that. So if you notice, I'm just mousing over something, and then I can start placing it. If you mouse over something and push Q, that's called the, I think, the picker tool. So you can just push Q over something, and that helps you, more quickly place it. And if you saw here, there's a little ghost there. What that means is you'll put down a ghost of that item, and bots will try to place it later, if they can. Oh, one more. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Dang it. Oh, and actually you can undo stuff as well. Which... whew, undo is super nice. Okay. I think everyone's connected. It looks annoying. They can be, but they could also be quite a lifesaver. I think that's everything. So this side will fill up quicker, but it's better than nothing. Why aren't you running? Because you're not connected to anything. Alright, Rex, thanks a lot for hanging out, man. See you in a bit. Let's see. These guys... Oh. Okay. There we go. Oh, I really just did not plan well. I thought I did well. Okay, now it's going much, much more quickly. Yeah, the pipes are steadily filling up a bit quicker. And they are all running. Okay, so now we can put a train down. Which I don't think I have. So we're going to have to head back to base. Choo-choo. We're running a little bit over on the hour break, but that's alright. This will just be like one big chunk. Kind of a little one-shot unless you guys want to see more. But we'll take a break between this and XCOM and then we'll get back at it. Alizon, what's going on, man? I'm just showing off Factorio a little bit before we get back into some XCOM. So all the bots, look at this huge line. Coming to take away my trash. True Pen, how's it going? Welcome. So we need to build a train for that oil. Looks like electronic circuits. Oh yeah, plenty of it. Actually, right here. A whole bunch. Yeah, we got our little engineer here. So let's see. I don't recall if I'm actually building trains. Looks like I am. It's at the max level, though. No, it isn't. We need the green guys. Taking out the trash. So I do have some being built. Let's bump that up to 1. Uh-oh. Do I not have fluid wagons being built? I do not. Well, I can build 1. No, but I've heard a whole lot about it. Alright, so I guess I'm going to show off a little bit more. We're going to get fluid wagons being built. And I think we'll just do it down here, because this is pretty much where I build all the new stuff. We can build it over here. Try to take advantage of these as much as possible. Oh, hold on though. There are fluid wagons in the logistics system, and I think they're being made somewhere over here. Where's my spider bot? My spider bot is in my inventory. We actually ran and killed a whole bunch of biters earlier. Here we go. Alright, so we do have wagons being made, so we just need wagons Mark 2 and 3 to be made. And the cool thing is we can just request those Mark 1s. So we can go like right here. We want to make those. And we need requester chests. We'll put one of those guys. And we're going to filter for fluid wagon 2s. So this is kind of neat. It's maybe not the most efficient, but if you hold control and right click this, that copies the ingredients. And if you control left click here and here, or I'm sorry, shift right click, shift left click, it's requesting the ingredients. Unfortunately, it does a ridiculous amount, which shouldn't be necessary. We're going to be a little more reasonable. Just going to do... Oh. Just going to do like 200 each. Nope, not 2002. Actually, even that's too much. Let's do 100. We'll do that. There. And then have these get picked up. Well, the thing is, this will produce so quickly that when the bots only drop off like 5 or 10, it's gonna build some, and then it's not going to have the ingredients in order to build more. So then I have to wait for bots to drop off more. So you want extra ingredients there so that when the bots finally do arrive, it's not dry. And then this guy, we're going to attach him to the logistics network. Or connect, I guess. And he's only going to run when fluid wagon 2s are less than 20. So that's enough for 5 trains. Maybe even more, depending on what I want to do. Yeah, see, even with 200, my gear production can't even keep up. And unfortunately, I can't put productivity modules, so I can't get stuff for free. And actually... yeah, this should be enough room for all this stuff. So, we're already done. We already have 20. So now, you could almost copy and paste this, which is what I'm going to do. And then we just change this to 3. Actually... oh. You do this as well. The same thing. It's just, I'm gonna have to change these to, Fluid Wagon 2s. Right now, storage tanks are not in the logistics network, so I need to figure out... oh, there they are. Might not be producing enough. Yeah, we need to crank out storage chests, which we were making right around here. Come on. You can do it, bots. I know I have them built. I think I have them built. Looks like we might need to upgrade this belt the rest of the way. Okay, so apparently we are kind of short on product or speed module 3s, which that's fairly normal, to be honest. Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. There we go. It looks like this fast transport belt's holding up. Not necessarily. I don't know. I guess it just depends on if you have the power and pollution to afford it. I'm just doing it for speed's sake right now to show it off. But, not necessarily, no. Especially if you're going to let it idle for a while. Alright, so we're holding up quite well on this. We're cutting it a little close here, though. I think it'll be alright. These guys... What are we waiting on? So... Oh, okay. So now... This is a bottleneck. And I think that's because of this right here. And here's where you start learning what Factorio's really all about. I'm upgrading all this stuff just to try to speed something else up. Just to try to get to what I was originally trying to do. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I did need this upgraded. Let's see. I think actually... Let's just try the fast inserter. Oh, I got you, Popemobile. No offense being taken or anything. I don't know. You don't have to. Like a lot of other things, I don't have speed modules just because they're not manufactured much. It's just now all of a sudden I have a high demand for these items. I just want to try to get it done as soon as possible. Right, MacMantis, yeah. No, you're not wrong. Like right here, gears are now an issue. But, like you're saying, now the catch is we're eating all this iron. will we have enough iron down here? It's kind of looking like we're not. So we're going to have to upgrade that. Good news is we already have the faster ones going. Potentially. I was thinking about that at first. I want to see what this can do first. But yeah, that's the next goal. Alright, so now pipes are an issue. And we are struggling to output pipes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is fun. Alright, so let's drop that guy. Upgrade that guy. And do that. How does that work? Looks a lot better. What the blazes? That, I think, may be the solution. Dang. Alright. I think that's going to be good enough. At least for now. I'm short on fluid wagons. It'll be alright. Oh. Here's another part of the problem. Always remember to change things when you copy and paste. We have enough fluid wagons. I'll probably never need any more for the rest of this playthrough. Gosh darn it. And I don't have a recycling mod. That's why we are having such a problem with resources. We were non-stop producing these things. So anyway, now that we have that solved, let's come back over, and we're gonna make that. Here we go. We're on the spider now. Hey, look at this! We've caught up with our oil, and now we're backed up. So that whole time we spent trying to fix stuff, it may not have been necessary. And actually, that might cause a problem now. What the problem's going to be is that third train is going to stop right here, which is going to prevent my train from coming down into its dock. But you know what? I'll figure that out next time. Let's go ahead and get that train started. It will come down here. Don't need those. Oh, they're putting more rockets in this guy. I gotta pick him up quickly. Darn bots. Quit working correctly. Alright. So we're gonna plop a train down real quick. And I'm requesting too much. I need to cut back. I don't think I'm requesting these. We can just... There. I'll let the game do it. Alright, so I'm going to copy that and paste it there. But we're going to change this to oil pickup. Oh, dang. Alright. Oil pickup 3. Full cargo. Or wait for 2 minutes. Delete that. Let's change this to 0. Because I don't want another train. And let me change this back to 0. And go. So we're actually going to hop into this train. I'm going to tell this guy to move real quick. And then go back to main dock. And here we go. I've seen people with bases several times the size of mine right now. And it's just insane how they get all of that produced. And just how efficient they can be. Like that inner tooth that I've raided a few times. Oh my god, you gotta check out his bases. Some of his games are just astronomical. And he's so good at the game. But look how quickly we filled those up. Those are huge. By the way, we're going approximately 450 kilometers an hour. So we're moving quite quickly. And there we go. Oil is solved. For now. But I think that's going to be all for Factorio for now. If you guys are interested in me playing more, let me know. I could even start a new game and show stuff off. Um, I don't know if I can show it off up here. Ah, yeah. This is a really cool mod that I absolutely love. It's called, I think it's mining drones, yeah. Instead of using uh, miners, which are... I guess it's been a while since I've used them. Yeah, right here. So instead of using electric mining drills, which these you would just place on here, and then they would just place stuff on a belt. You just build lines of them. You can just use these mining drones, which are basically mini engineers. And they fill up these depots. And then I'm using a mod called Mini Loader, which is what these are. Basically, they're technically inserters that move at near infinite speed, and they just pull stuff out, and you place it on a belt, and they just place stuff directly in, so everything just flows in. This is another mod called Belt Balancer, I think, which is, I don't want to say it's a cheat, because these things are expensive to make, but instead of building some intricate belt balancer like here, instead of doing all this, you just place a line of those belt balancer parts, and everything that goes in comes out evenly out of all of them. I thought that was pretty neat and saves a ton of space. So, I'm like, whatever. You know, it's something really neat and automated. The unfortunate thing about these guys here is they take up a lot of UPS, which is updates per second. You can see that up here in the top right corner. They just take so much CPU to process once you get a lot of them that it can start slowing the game down pretty significantly. But they're nice to have at the start of the game, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and save real quick. And again, here's the list of mods I'm using. Just a few mods. And we'll go ahead and take a short break and get back into some Long War Rebalance. So, if you guys don't mind, just give me a couple minutes, and I'll be right back.